offered me Dan Henderson. I said, you know what? This is the one that makes the statement. This is the fight that actually earns you a title fight.
One man is already a legend. This man, Daniel Cormier, folks, he is at the beginning of a legendary MMA career.
I stood across the cage from one of my idols, man, and I stared him right down, and I went and mowed right through him.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, goodness. My goodness, indeed. Look at that. Wow. Just cracked on it. This is Daniel Cormier proving to the world that he's one of the best.
Trying to finish it here. Oh, my. It's in. It is all over him. Just like that. Jon Jones. No matter where you go, boy, I'm coming.
Daniel Cormier has been asking for this fight for a long time. You know, he beat Dan Henderson, who's like a 60-year-old, and started talking trash to me on the mic right away.
If I decide to take Jon Jones down 100 times, I'll take him down 100 times. This is my octagon. I'm the man.
And I'm going to give him what he's wanted, you know, and that's an opportunity to get his butt whooped by me.
At UFC 182, the ultimate grudge match will be settled. UFC champion Jon Jones seeks light heavyweight supremacy against former Strikeforce Grand Prix champion Daniel Cormier.
There's a kid in Albuquerque, New Mexico right now that I cannot stand. And in real life, I can go and smack him in his face. I can't wait.
The co-main event features 15-0 Myles Jury, a 26-year-old brimming with confidence.
I came to the UFC to do two things: hand out lollipops and ass whoopings, and I'm all out of lollipops, so.
He will take on Cowboy, a seasoned veteran who looks to make it 6 straight in the octagon.
A couple wins in the UFC and you're running him out like that? I said, give me him, Dan. I'll go ahead. I'll take that boy.
Elite lightweights vie for a top spot in the division, and Jones and Cormier will finally throw down.
Every ounce of training you put in leading up to this fight will be a waste of your life.
This is Countdown to UFC 182.
There is nothing you can do to stop me from coming at you round after round with the most malicious techniques I know. You will lose this fight, Daniel Cormier.
When I got the call and I found out I was fighting Jon Jones, I was like, finally. Because if you look at my record, okay, I've won 15 fights. Every round I've fought in my career, I've won. I have 5 top 10 wins. I've done everything I needed to do in order to earn a title shot.
Oh, my goodness, indeed. Look at that. Daniel Cormier, winner by submission.
I got it. Now I'm ready to take advantage of it.
Being the light heavyweight champion, I'm fortunate enough to fight the best guys every time.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
Yeah, I've been doing it since age 23. I'm 27 now.
He is undeniably the now generation.
I'm not gonna lie, I was really excited to fight Daniel Cormier. He has a new story behind him. It's a fight that never happened. There's new insults. There's new drama. There's a new strategy, new playbook. Me and Cormier are gonna go out there. 2 very hungry guys, 2 undefeated guys, and we're gonna give the fans what they want to see.
The stakes couldn't be higher in the main event of UFC 182. Jon Jones has been atop the UFC light heavyweight division for years and has knocked off many challengers.
Dominant once again. Incredible performance by the champion.
But perhaps none with the skill set of Daniel Cormier. DC was on the U.S. Olympic team in 2004 and 2008, and when you throw in an undefeated mixed martial arts record, he's arguably the toughest challenger Jones has ever gone against.
You know, this is not the first time I've fought a guy who people think I'm gonna lose to. This is not the first time I've been in there against a guy who seems invincible. I'm used to making guys who seem amazing not look that good. You know, my goal is a lot bigger than Daniel Cormier. You know, my goal is to go after the record books. Daniel Cormier, he's a roadblock, and I'm aware that I need to just go through it.
With 2 men at the top of the sport, a massive amount of pride is involved on both sides.
This is one of those fights where I just cannot lose.
And a feud has been brewing since the fight was announced.
Daniel, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can, John.
Could you kind of tell me some of your accolades? Because I really don't know as much as I'd like to.
I've won some big tournaments. You know, I was an NCAA All-American. More than anything, I was an Olympian twice.
That's what's up. What place did you take at the NCAAs?
Second.
Nice, I didn't know that. Daniel Cormier, he has Olympic experience and Division I experience. He spent a lot of time against some of the best in the sport of wrestling. But what I have is UFC experience. Not only am I looking to outstrike him, but I am definitely looking to challenge him in the wrestling category. This is an MMA match, not a wrestling match.
I am so happy he's going to try and get a takedown because I can defend takedowns and he's going to get his ass taken down and he won't get up. He's going to be stuck there.
This is not a wrestling match. I'm glad he thinks that. Let him keep thinking that.
I have been waiting for the man that is my equal for so long. Please be that guy, Jon Jones.
I'll happily oblige.
But when Jones and Cormier were put together for a press event, it became more than just talk.
Some people think that we fabricate this stuff, that it's made up for TV. Hey, put John and I in the middle of an alley somewhere, we'll fight. It doesn't escalate to that point unless guys have real emotion towards each other, a very, very strong dislike for each other.
After the incident at the MGM Grand, the two fighters were preparing to go live on television for an interview and didn't know they were being recorded.
You got your ass whipped today, buddy.
No, I didn't. You're I can't wait to beat the out of you.
Yeah, just like you did today. You're on your butt.
If you really count today as a fight, you're ignorant. You're such a little bitch.
You felt so weak. I'm glad to know that.
You're tiny. I'm like, this dude sucks.
Everybody say you're so strong. You're weak.
Okay.
You're a little fat bitch. How much you weigh right now, fat?
I wish they would let me next door so I could spit in your face.
Daniel insulted me and really doing his best to piss me off. It's worked. You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that,
You
right?
could never kill me.
Oh, I bet you I could.
Then you should try, John. You really should try, John.
No, I would literally kill you if you spit in my face.
Yeah, let's try that, John. The things that happened at the MGM Grand lingered. Like we went to LA the next day. John stayed in his place, I stayed in my place.
The UFC had never really seen such a legitimate beef like that, where you got two elite fighters that would fight each other in the drop of a dime anywhere. I walked right up on him, he walked right up on me. I put my chin down, and our faces touched. When I got hit in the throat right away, I reacted off of a sheer instinct.
There is not a man walking this earth that will get into my face, put his head on me, and push me forward.
After this situation, I couldn't imagine not coming out with my belt. So this is a must-win situation. This is exactly the fire that I needed.
I embrace that. I embrace that. Bring it to me.
Absolutely.
Meet me in the center of that octagon and let's fight.
You know that I am going to bring that to you. When I get you down, your face will open up. You will lose this fight, Daniel Cormier. I want you to believe it. Every ounce of training you put in leading up to this fight will be a waste of your life.
Were you not planning on doing that before? I mean, come on, dummy. You were going to try to hurt me before. What are you going to do? Try to hurt me more?
Definitely brought out an extra energy and motivation that I need.
Jon Jones, no matter where you go, boy, I'm coming.
These guys who talk a lot of trash, losing to them is just not an option. This is one of those fights that mean everything to me. Expect some very malicious, violent things to happen.
I don't play into this whole, this guy makes me angrier, so I'm more motivated. Well, whatever. I'm motivated too. You're the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, so I was motivated anyways.
He is the present, and he is the future, and he might be the greatest talent that we've ever seen in the UFC.
I'll give up my arm, I'll give up an eye, I'll give up a toe. It doesn't matter. There's nothing you can do to stop me, Daniel.
Well, you gotta hate me to train harder? There's an issue. I don't have to train because you made me mad. I'm training because I'm fighting for the UFC title. We need a new champion. I'm that guy.
UFC 182's co-main event features number 4 lightweight Daniel "Cowboy" Cerrone, looking to make it 6 straight in the UFC.
Double
18-0 Myles Jury is just 26 years old, but has high hopes in the sport.
You know, I've been saying it for a while that I'm going to be the best fighter in the world, and it's only a matter of time and the opportunities until I get that.
After defeating MMA legends back-to-back in 2014, the number 8 ranked lightweight is quickly proving that he is in fact right near the top.
The Diego Sanchez fight was a special fight for me because, you know, I grew up, I remember being in high school and watching Diego Sanchez fight Kenny Florin for the Ultimate Fighter. For me to get an opportunity to fight him on a main card in a pay-per-view, come on, it's like every kid's dream.
Here we go!
Growing up and watching Diego Sanchez, you know, I really prepared for somebody that was just crazy, crazy good, and, you know, going out there and just making him look silly.
Myles caught him with a nice right hand. He did. Flying knee. Nicely mixing it up. Oh! He hurt him with that.
You know, fighters that fight me, nobody's ever fought a Myles Jury. I'm not a boxer, I'm not a wrestler, I'm not any of those things. I'm a mixed martial artist, and a lot of people say that they're mixed martial artists, but they're not.
All over. Nice uppercut by Jury. Biggest moment of his fighting career, a win over Diego Sanchez.
The impressive win on the big stage punched Jury a ticket to Japan. And a match against former Pride lightweight champion Takanori Gomi, whose exciting style made him beloved by fans, much like Sanchez.
Fighting Takanori Gomi in Japan at the Satama Arena, that was just another one. You know, as soon as my manager got the call and called me, I was like, run it.
Huge punch from Jury, right hand. Trying to finish it early. He's all over. That's it. It is all over. Wow. The 11th first-round finish for Myles Jury.
You know, it's cool to sit back and reflect on my career and be like, oh, you know, I'm undefeated at this point, but none of that mattered. I'm 0-0 in the octagon. That's where I look at it. I'm looking to get my first win against Cowboy Cerrone.
Donald Cerrone, the man they call Cowboy. He rides a 5-fight win streak into this co-main event with Myles Jury.
The winning streak, for me, is important because when you get the win, you get that other check.
Huge shot by Cerrone!
Cowboy won 4 times in 2014, most recently knocking off 4-time MMA champion Eddie Alvarez in his UFC debut.
Eddie Alvarez is one of the most exciting guys in mixed martial arts. This man is for real. Here we go! Nice leg kick there. That wobbled him, Mike. That wobbled Alvarez. Alvarez is in trouble. He's getting brutalized. And another huge kick. Alvarez in big, big trouble.
I'm in here and he's pressured because he's going to be trying to pull me out. So this is where I got to try to take that hip away here because it starts to get hard on him now. See? Now I can do this.
I fought Eddie Alvarez, sat down with Dana, didn't leave Vegas, still had another fight.
Nice finish.
Dana asked me, who?
Nice.
I said, give me Myles, undefeated kid, on a tear. Dana said, why?
Nice. Head down. Nice move.
A couple wins ago, Myles beat Diego Sanchez, you know, train partner of mine.
Going.
I said, I don't like the way he got on the mic and talked down on Diego after that fight.
Coming in here against a guy like Diego Sanchez, what, if anything, surprised you? That I just beat him so easily?
Put a little salty taste in my mouth just the way he got on the mic.
Go.
Dude, what? A couple wins in the UFC and you're running your mouth like that? I said, give me him, Dan. I'll go ahead and I'll take that boy.
Time.
My evil way.
Just to kind of remind you, these are all parts that are loving, nurturing, they have positive intentions.
Yeah.
Let's say this is the angry part. or the fearful part of us?
Boski, he helps me a lot with, stuff that I can use inside the cage, but he also helps me with, just my overall life.
If the king in us, the warrior in us, doesn't have dominion over these parts, these guys get up on the table and start dancing around and throw a coup.
It just kind of helps me understand a lot more about myself and where I'm at in my life.
This represents the CEO in you.
2 years ago, it wasn't known at all, and now I'm kind of getting close to that title shot.
This higher self, or the warrior or the king, is your greatest advocate.
So it's like my best friend.
This guy's got your back and is the wisest.
So having him in my corner and just kind of help me through the psychological standpoint of everything, it's definitely a blessing. I've been at Alliance for going on 3 years now, and it's top shelf gym. I think it's the best gym in the world. I want to be the best fighter in the world, so it's just, giving me that type of look every day.
Jones?
Yes, sir. Go.
So much talent in the gym that they just feed off each other. You see them just the energy they bring to the team, and Myles is a big asset to that team.
Sidestep, a little bit of feints, Myles, before you go in. 30 seconds, move. We're gonna go to drills.
Now he's become more of a leader.
Switch, push, kick only.
As he grows in the positions and in his own fighting ability, guys are looking at him for guidance and leadership.
Last one. Right body kick, left body kick.
They keep me hungry, they keep me focused, they keep me always working harder and getting better.
All right, ready to do this? Boom, hip it quick. Okay, good, yes.
This is one of the best fights for Myles right now. I mean, he's had a lot of tough fights up to this point, and Cerrone's going to be the biggest test of his career so far.
All right, this one we're going to sprawl at each one, okay? We'll make it a little tough. Quick pace, boom, down, up, good. Quick, swivel, up, jog.
Cowboy Cerrone's been on a roll lately, and he's one of the best in the world, and to be the best in the world, you got to beat the best in the world, and that's what I'm planning on doing.
I think this is a great matchup for Myles. Cowboy seduces guys just standing in front of him and fighting. Myles got a lot of lateral movement. He's got just as much reach as Cowboy. Go hit it, go back. We're going to be on top that night. So 4 hard steps, dig.
This is the biggest and most high-profile fight that I've had yet. But I've proven time and time again that I belong here.
Deep breath.
The fans will just have to tune in for the day of the fight to see what I'm going to do to Cowboy.
Built this new gym, got 40 acres out here, Edgewood, New Mexico. You have more firewood? Making the move out here was probably the best thing I did for my career. Training with animals every day, so it's good, it's fun, but again, I'm far enough out here in the country that I can still live my life and enjoy what I enjoy.
It's the RV that we take to the fights. We usually leave maybe 10 days before the fight and train on the road. And I mean, it's super easy to drop into a town and pick up a gym and train. So all the coaches load in and we just make an adventure out of it, So come on in. I live in that RV probably 4 or 5 days a week in the summer. It's more comfortable than a hotel for me. Love it. It's just like home, Tempur-Pedic bed. My girl's got her monkey on there, so. You see a lot of these fighters, they are stuck in the hotel. Not me, man. I will go insane. I literally drive the bus down the loading ramp, so I'm hanging out watching the UFC prelims right here on my bed. And then Bert will come out like, yo, Cowboy, let's roll. Walk right into the fight. Don't get much cooler than that. I remember being 25, 26, hungry in the game, looking to fight anybody. He has knocked off, his last 2 fights, he's fought, veterans. I also do know he's a young kid, so he really hasn't been a nail very much, if you get my drift. How is Myles going to do on his heels going backwards?
I think I'm a different breed. But hey, if you think you're gonna come just walk through me, Myles, pack a lunch, brother.
It's amazing to be given this opportunity to fight on the co-main event of UFC 182.
Ripped out the page, been blowing tips.
I'm not worried about the past. I'm not worried about the future. I'm just looking to go out there and just fight hard for 15 minutes and have some fun.
Maybe my competition, they couldn't stand the pain.
I want people to know Cowboy's on the card. That son of a bitch is not gonna back down, and he's gonna give it all.
People talk about Pacquiao, Mayweather. They want to see the best fight the best. That's what you're getting, John and I.
Top is over. Got two guys who's undefeated. This is it. Expect to get your money's worth.
Until we win this war, nobody gone.